Well, hey everybody, John Rethlin here, and this is my review of New Japan Pro Wrestling's G1 Climax 29 Night 11 event. Sorry for the delay, I watched it on demand instead of live, and that's going to go the same for the Thursday review, so that'll be up sometime that afternoon. As for the Saturday shows, because of the time zone I'm in, it's 1 a.m. on Saturday and then 11 p.m. on Saturday for the following event. So hopefully I can review both of those. Otherwise, one of those reviews, or it may be just a dual review, up sometime Sunday afternoon or evening. But I'll likely just make sure that I get both those reviews to you shortly after the shows are done being live. And then as for I believe it's the 7th and 8th, I will likely have those shows up each afternoon. So Wednesday afternoon and Thursday afternoon. And then the last few ones will be live, will be totally live. I am including the finals. I will absolutely make sure that I watch finals live because I'm not missing that shit. I'm going to make sure that I enjoy that because I love me a good tournament. And now with the A block pretty much in full swing, we have 5 people eliminated from the A block, so we only have 5 eligible, and by the end of night 13, we're likely going to be down to 4 or even 3. So anyway, I just wanted to update you guys really quickly on that. So we get Kevin Kelly, Rocky Romero on commentary, and then we get Goto, Yoshihashi, and Yota Tsuji versus Tomohiro Ishii, Honma, and Yuya Uemura. And it's a preview of Goto versus Ishii. Chaos explodes. It should be pretty fun. I'm going to pretty much go through a lot of these, undercard matches quickly. It does start off with both of them, Goto and Ishii, with some good exchanges and everything. A lot of strikes. We're going to get a lot of fucking strikes in that match on Thursday. That's going to be really fun. Yota and Yuya, 2 young lions, they did pretty goddamn well. Yota got beat up a bit. We get Honma hitting the Kokeshi. The falling headbutt makes everybody happy, apparently, except maybe not Honma's neck. Honma may want to actually hang it up at some point because I'm very worried seeing him wrestle. Like it's a miracle the guy can even walk. I'm just worried that he's not going to be able to do much if he doesn't decide to just hang it up and just be a trainer. I'm not trying to push the guy out. I just want the guy to have a good quality of life. But we get Yoshihashi entangling with Yuya, and in the end, butterfly lock, and that gets a tap out. There were also some, other good moments in this. It's none of the undercard matches are particularly bad, but it's just sometimes they're just like there. They're just there to preview the matches for the following night and everything, and get some other people on the card. And then we get Jon Moxley and Shota Umino. It needs to be a buddy cop, drama, comedy, something or other. It would actually be a comedy, pretty much with how Mox is. If you have not been paying attention to Jon Moxley's post-match comments from the G1, fucking Christ, you are missing out. This is exactly the kind of Moxley we needed, because the guy can be hilarious while also making it seem like he's going to kill you. But anyway, they took on Toru Yano and Ren Narita, and it's a preview of Moxley versus Yano. Jen, I believe you were the one that commented on this. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I believe you said that Moxley was going to lose to Yano, and that will be on Thursday. And you're probably right, because Moxley's pretty much head and shoulders above everybody in the B block. But we get Yano had this funny thing where he's trying to sell the VTR, or sell the Yano DVD. I don't actually remember what exactly it's called. The YTR, VTR, I think it's YTR. But he's trying to sell it to him, and then Mox tells Shota to get money from the ring announcer, and it's like 5,000 yen or something like that, and gives it, and then Mox outsmarts him and tries to roll him up. It was really mostly comedy. There was some fun stuff with it. And then Narita and Shota get in, actually have some good wrestling. And in the end, low blow to Shota Umino, and Yano gets the win. It was a short match. This is funny. I get it. I don't mind Yano in short bursts. If you have him out there too long, his shtick does get old. But I laugh at enough of it. But I totally get why some people don't enjoy it. But I do. But anyway, we then get, Yano and Ren Narita win. Then we get Jay White, Chase Owens, Yujiro Takahashi versus Minoru Suzuki, Taichi, and Kanemaru. Preview of Jay White versus Taichi, which will be interesting. Taichi could possibly win. The problem is that Taichi wins, it almost eliminates Jay White from the block. So who knows what the fuck's going to happen. I mean, they do, as somebody said, it was a couple people that may have commented this, but they said that they got to make Jay White and Naito, like, to close out the B block, like, mean something. So who knows? Jay White could go on a bit of a run, but who knows what'll happen. Of course, both teams just jump before the bell. It goes outside. Of course it does. Suzuki and Yujiro will eventually, just get tangled up in everything after Taichi and Jay White had some exchanges. Then Chase and Kanemaru are in there, and Chase's package wins it again. The commentary excitedly putting over Chase's package. Good luck on seeing that. And then we get Kanemaru getting pinned. But then we get LIJ being represented by Bushi, Shingo, and Tetsuya Naito versus Toa Henare, Jeff Cobb, and Juice Robinson. It was a preview of, I believe, Juice versus Naito and Shingo versus Cobb. Both those should be pretty good. And I'm probably more excited for Shingo versus Cobb. Juice versus Naito I think will be good, but I think there's no doubt Naito's winning that one. Cobb just with insane strength displays, even though Shingo was focusing on shoulder at one point, just picking up both, I believe both Shingo and Bushi. Just good fucking grief. Jeff Cobb I saw live last year. Guy's goddamn ridiculous in the ring. We then get Henare and Shingo, which actually I would pop for a feud like that, but a Pump and Bomber does end up pinning Toa Henare for the 1-2-3. So that was fine. There were some fine undercard matches, and then we get Naito and Juice brawling a bit. Naito going after Juice's previously injured hand from last year's G1. And then we get Bad Luck Fale with Jado and Chase versus Kota Ibushi, and oh dear. It wasn't quite as bad as the Fale Ospreay match. Here's basically what happened. Ibushi got beat up by the cronies. Chase Cronin, and Chase, I'm sorry, I don't know what the fuck that was. Chase is a bit of a, he's a good wrestler. He's just a fucking crony. That's all he is. Ibushi did get grounded. Fale ended up hitting his big moves, but didn't end up winning. And then we get a couple near falls and Kamigoye 1-2-3. Yay! Ibushi wins. But then we get Zack Sabre Jr. versus Will Ospreay. This is absolutely fucking terrific. Sorry, I got something in my eye. This was absolutely fucking terrific. Like, it really, really was. This is a match you need to go out of your way to see. Actually, pretty much once you got away from Fale and Ibushi, all the other block matches were pretty goddamn good. And this was wonderful. The great mat wrestling, the neck focus by Zack Sabre Jr. He keeps focusing on neck even when Ospreay dives, even when Ospreay does some stuff. We get an Os cutter for 2. More submission. The fluidity of what Zack Sabre Jr. does is just absolutely fucking incredible in the ring. There are people that say, he's boring, this kind of stuff or whatever. I might actually, and Derb may watch this before I have a chance to tell him, but I'm going to have to tell him because he's recording the block matches on Access. I'm going to have to tell him to seek this match out. Zack Sabre Jr. versus Ospreay. Because this was terrific. This is something I would not mind seeing in a rematch at Royal Quest. Because I would actually like to see Zack Sabre Jr. versus Ospreay with the Undisputed British Heavyweight Championship on the line, from RevPro. I would like to see that. We then get a shooting star by Ospreay, but right into a triangle choke, and then, he gets to the ropes. Another shooting star, but just for 2. And then Sabre Jr., after some other near falls, other moments, hook kick, all that stuff and everything, Sabre Jr. does get the octopus stretch on Ospreay and does a variation, gets him on the ground, and Ospreay has to tap out. But still, I would not mind seeing this rematch at New Japan Royal Quest. I don't know what the matches particularly are going to be. We're not probably going to know until after the G1. But boy, I'm really excited for that one. I'm going to be watching that instead of NXT UK TakeOver Cardiff. I'll say that much, and I'm going to be watching All Out later in the day. So that's going to be a full day of wrestling. But anyway, before we get to that, this was a terrific match. Zack Sabre Jr. did get the victory. It really good. I encourage you guys to go check this one out. And then we get Lance Archer versus Kazuchika Okada. Archer, the most surprising person in this G1. It's not that I didn't know Archer was good. Archer has been good for years. He was good as Dallas in TNA, then Lance Hoyt, and then he was horribly marginalized in WWE for a couple years, and he's been in New Japan ever since. He is really goddamn good, and he has really stepped his game up here. I'm glad they're giving him some kind of singles push. I don't know if it's going to lead to a championship. I'm just glad they're featuring him well. He attacks for the bell. He just keeps attacking Okada. He even makes a kid cry, holding Okada, saying, "This is your fault. You caused this." I remember being slightly upset when Archer made a kid cry last time. I think it was last year during something. I remember being upset, but I remember also laughing because I was just like, I can appreciate that. I don't like kids either. I don't want to make kids cry. I don't like kids either. But the girl next to the kid was just like laughing, or the woman next to the kid was laughing, so that was pretty funny. But anyway, this was pretty good stuff. Okada does get grounded for a bit. This beautiful rope walk into a moonsault by Archer. It was a thing of beauty. The landing or whatever, maybe the way it was supposed to be hit was a little bit off, but still, it was pretty good stuff. Okada does come back. However, Archer does keep countering. He hits a big old lariat and hits a massive choke slam for 2. And he even hits a blackout, but Okada gets his foot on the rope. There's a claw attempt. Archer, tries to reverse a tombstone. Okada does eventually, hit a discus clothesline, spinning Rainmaker, and then ends up hitting the Rainmaker 1, 2, 3. This was a pretty good match. It wasn't as good as the previous match, but still, it was a pretty good series of exchanges, and Archer did not look weak in defeat. It was a bit short, but I don't think that was necessarily the worst thing. Sometimes Archer in long matches maybe isn't the best idea, though he can go longer than Fale. Gross. This was good, though. This was a very enjoyable match. And then we get Kenta versus Sonata. I liked it, but I didn't love it. And I know that sounds a bit weird. Sometimes Sonata matches are like that. When he wants to show up and not just coast, his matches are incredible. This is one where I almost feel he coasted a bit. And I mean, same with Kenta. I'm not trying to put it all on Sonata and everything. But it was a good match. It was a good match, just not a great match. It does go outside. There was a nice DDT by Kenta. And of course, Kenta just kicking, acting more heelish, just mocking the fans and everything. Sonata does come back. He ain't a dive. He does, get his shit in. There was a double stomp for 2. The game over submission, the crossface. If only they had tapped. And then Sonata got to the ropes. And then he tries for the Muda moonsault, and that ends up with the knees up. Skull end attempts. Really, there was some good exchanges here, but then it just ends suddenly. It was obvious who was going to win here, because Kenta's got his victories, but now Sonata does hit the moonsault and actually connects, pins him 1, 2, 3. So Kenta remains at 8 points. So Kenta will probably he's got to win his last 3 matches. And I don't think he's going to. I think he's going to win 2. So he's going to get to 12 points. He's had a really good G1, though. He has. And Sonata winning wasn't the worst thing in the world. I really did like it. But again, it was a good match, not a great match. The main event, however, was a pretty goddamn good match. It was Tanahashi versus Evil, and it was experience versus youth, even though Evil's 32. And I'm not saying he's, a young pup, but I mean, you look at Tanahashi, the ace, he's 20 years of wrestling and everything, and especially carrying New Japan on his back for so many goddamn years. This really did help Evil shine. Evil really did look like his equal a few times. He took over, they went outside, he did the chair thing where he put the chair over Tanahashi's neck, hit the chair shot, just swung it and everything. There was that. He focused on Tanahashi's knee. For Tanahashi's knees are forever damaged. I will be amazed if he is walking by the age of 50 without assistance, and I'm not trying to be cryptic, but Tana has beaten his body up so goddamn much. I want to retire while he's still got some life left in him. He's given the fans everything and then some well before I started watching New Japan. Live at least. I mean, even though I was able to catch some of it and I've gone back and seen the archives. Or some of the archives and everything, even though I don't tweet about it. I may actually say, and just really, really quick before I continue about this match, I may do retro reviews of some of the older Wrestle Kingdoms and the older Tokyo Dome shows. Sometime in late November, early December, something like that, if I have time. So I hope you guys, want to see that. I will actually try to make time to do that. But anyway, Evil does focus on the knee. Tanahashi does keep coming back. He goes for the high fly flow, or aces. Well, actually, it was high fly flow outside. And, oh, God, he just comes right down on his goddamn knee. I mean, he hits Evil with it, but still, that was something. Magic Killer, where Evil uses Yota Tsuji at ringside. And then, a Yota-assisted Magic Killer. And then the Clover Leaf by Tana. Evil hitting a big old clothesline. He fisherman suplex off the ropes. That was ridiculous. That was absolutely ouch-inducing. Ouch-inducing. Hi, I'm mature. And big old momentum switches. The high fly flow misses. The lariats, the near falls, aces high, and then high fly flow, and Tanahashi wins, and then gives a guitar, the air guitar solo and everything at the end. So Evil did not look weak in defeat, and I'm fine with Tanahashi winning, because I think Evil's going to get, let's see, Evil probably will get to 10 points, which I don't think is the worst thing in the world. Tana's not going to win the block, but he's going to come close. So I'm going to say B. I'm going to say B for sure. It's a solid B. Again, the undercard matches, you almost got to just wash them away and just focus on the block matches. And Fale and Ibushi was not very good. 3 out of the other 4 matches were great. And the Kenta Sonata match was good. I don't know, maybe my expectations were too high. But now I'm going to go over and if I forget to put a poll, please leave in the comments what you guys think. But now I'm going to go over the points. So Will Ospreay and Lance Archer have 4 points. They're both eliminated because Okada, Okada won his match, and now everybody who's mathematically eliminated has 4 points or under. Evil's still alive. He has 6 points. Bad Luck Fale and Sonata. Bad Luck Fale has 2. Sonata has 4. Zack Sabre Jr. has 4. They are both eliminated. Which is fine. I mean, I'm okay with that. I don't really think it's that bad. And even if Zack Sabre Jr. had 6, he wasn't gonna win it. And then Kota Ibushi, Kenta, and Tanahashi each have 8, and Okada has 12. So unless Okada loses 2 of his last 3 matches, which he could, Omega started out 6-0 and didn't end up winning the thing. Okada will probably end up winning the block. He probably will. And he's already got a tiebreaker over Kenta. He's already got a tiebreaker over Tanahashi. He's just got to face, I believe he's just got to face Kota, which actually ought to be pretty interesting. But anyway, yes. So B for me. And again, forget to put the poll up there or wherever the hell it is. Please leave in the comments what you guys think. And Thursday review will be up Thursday afternoon. Like, share, subscribe, Twitter handle in the description. I'm John Ritland. I will see you soon.